Take the high road. The air is cleaner and there's less traffic. So, in order to make this actionable, it's really tough because it's quite frankly more philosophical, right? Take the high road. But I really want to talk about what that actually looks like for you. And one of the big ways I always think about this is sort of any sort of issues you have with somebody at work, maybe. Things you can sort of determine for yourself is, what does that mean, that philosophical means, that statement look like in action, right? For me, what it means is I decide to walk away. And that sounds sort of like, well, isn't that weak? No, it isn't. And I'll tell you why. Because I have to determine, I'm all for, by the way, having a critical conversation that's going to advance a relationship. It's like, well, it's the principle of the thing. Let me tell you something about principle. It's damned expensive. And if you want to get caught in the minutia of something, it's going to take you a hell of a lot of time and it's going to cost you emotionally. So when I say take the high road, I want you to think of all the places in your life, whether it's at work or in your family, where you really want to make a point about something and you elect to just let it go. I will tell you, it's the most liberating thing in the world. Now, you might be wondering, what in the hell does this have to do with earning your worth and owning your future? And I'll tell you, it has everything to do with it. And you know why? Because it creates all this enormous space for you to be living the life you were meant to live. When you're hanging on to all this petty crap, you can't do what you really want to be doing. You can't live your higher purpose because you're too concerned about the fact that, you have an issue with somebody because they don't clean out the refrigerator at work. Who gives a crap? Let it go. There are bigger things to struggle with in life. So if you really want to take the high road, let go. I'll give you another very personal story, an example, and I share this publicly because my ex-husband would know about this. If he were in the room, I would tell him in the room, and I've said this to his face. I have a superb relationship with my ex-husband. We've made this decision that we've made these two humans together, and even though we can't be married, we can always raise these people together, and that was a life commitment. And when we first got divorced, our kids were quite young, and I would send them off with a sweatshirt or a jacket or whatever, and they would come home without the jacket. And I would call, and who knows where the jacket went, and it's so easy to decide that that's where you're going to battle. You're going to battle over a I could take the high road and buy cheaper jackets. Now, that may sound to you like, well, that's not fair. Here's the thing. What is the price tag for having a fabulous relationship with my ex-husband? A relationship that is full of love for our children. Is that worth a couple of jackets? No question. That is what it means to take the high road. That's what it means to make it actionable. So I would like you to make it actionable. And more than that, I would like you to go and decide where you're going to take the high road and what that looked like. And then I'd like you to post about it in our private Facebook group or send me an email personally. I'd like to hear your story of what you did and how you rose above it. And then I want you to tell me what that felt like and let everybody else know. Because if you're an example of how to take the high road, then everybody else will be able to do it too.